Right guys, unfortunately I have got a little bit of bad news. What is going on with this wind, man? I just can't believe I've ended up on an island with an inflatable kayak that's now got a puncture. Yes people, welcome back to another video. So in this week's episode I'm going to be doing something that has been on the cards for quite a while, and that is my first ever solo kayak camp. Kayak camp, is that even a thing? I'm not sure, but basically I'm going to get on my kayak, and you won't be able to see it, but just over there there's a little island, and I'm going to try head to it and try camp on it. So first things first, the whip is parked just at the side of the road in a little lay-by, which is really close to the edge of this water, which is ideal. Safety first on this one, you know how it is. Bit dodgy, innit? Especially when it's inflatable, and especially when I'm on my own. Last summer I lent my battery powered pump to my neighbour Graham, who wanted to pump his paddling pool, and ever since then I cannot find the attachments for it. So we're on the old manual pump today. So the kayak's all inflated, good to go. All I need to do now is just grab my rucksack, whack it in, and then we're going to be heading right towards that island there. We're all loaded up, so I guess it's just time to go for it. I've forgotten which side is the front of the kayak, and I've got a feeling I am pushing the wrong way. Certainly feels like I'm struggling anyway. But look at the views from out here, man. I know we ain't got the clear blue skies, but you can't have it every time, can you? But it's a little bit choppy, I'm not gonna lie, which is making me a little bit nervous about the cargo that I am carrying up front. Not so much the Hilleberg tent, more the scran that I've got for tonight, which is probably a good time to let you know that this video has been kindly sponsored by HelloFresh. So whilst I make my way to this island, why don't you scan that little QR code that's on screen, make a note of the discount code, because once you see this banging scran that I've got in here later on, you'll be wanting to use it. Yeah, it is raining a fair bit now, to be fair, and my bloody waterproof jacket's on the underside of this bag, so I don't want to be messing about with it. I have got a little bit of guy line here which I've attached at side at kayak, and then I've put it round my bag. We don't want bag overboard, do we? He is actually proper peeing it down right now. I can see a boat, look at that guy. Fair play, but we are getting closer to the island now. Does any of you lot want a discount code for HelloFresh? What? Alright. Right guys, unfortunately I have got a little bit of bad news. Not so much bad for you, more bad for me. The middle section of this kayak has got a puncture. I can hear a slight little bit of hissing, and when I press the middle bit it feels like there's nothing there, which will explain why I've been really struggling to paddle. Luckily we've still got the two side buoys, so we should be alright. Well, we've got to be, haven't we? Obviously if there were three of us in here then it'd probably be sinking by now. Luckily I brought the pump with me, but it's not a good sign, is it, when you've got to pump the kayak whilst you're in it. Yeah, I can feel the bottom of the kayak straight away inflating. Right, I really need to be careful with all these rocks, because any more punctures and we're going to struggle to get back. So this is our island, but I'm not sure where to park the damn thing. Or what do you call it? Dock. Where do we dock round here? I know I'm going to end up with wet feet, it's just inevitable. It's slowly drifting us in. I just need to be careful with these trees. Oh, I'm glad to be back on land, I'll tell you that. I don't know where to put this bloody thing. I can't drag it up there because it's too steep and that thing's too heavy. So I'm just gonna have to leave it here. I'll drag it as far up here as I can and then it should be cushy. State on weather though, eh? Why didn't I put my waterproof jacket on, man? Well, this is home for the night. And it looks like we should get a tent in there. Although that does look a bit wonky. Let's see what it's like up here. That's not too bad. Stunning location though, innit? We've got a rainbow appearing over there. Don't know how well you can see that. And this boat's back. Or is that a different one? So this island is actually on Ullswater in the Lake District. And I've just been looking online and it's actually 7 miles long. I won't fancy paddling that. It took me long enough to do the, what were it? Half a mile from the car to here. God, I'd be knackered. And I'm still unsure as to where I can pitch my tent. I've only got 2 options really. So I've got option 1, which is here, which looks a little bit more grassy, but it is slanted. And then over here, this looks a lot more flat, but it's really rocky. And I don't know how well we'll get the peg in, and I don't really want to be ripping the bottom of the tent. And I know I should have a ground sheet really for my tent, but the one tent that I decided to bring is the only one that I don't have a ground sheet for. I'm now thinking if I get the placement of the tent bang on, it might just go here, or at least enough for me to lie down in it anyway. As long as I can work around these roots from the tree, we should be all right there. Not bad that, I'll take that. Chill out. I wonder how early is too early to pitch a tent when you're on an island. But I'm not gonna lie, I could do with getting inside the tent and warming up a little bit, because my clothes underneath this waterproof are pretty much wet through. I'm not too convinced how well this is going to fit, to be honest. Well, it's down anyway. Let me try go far back so you can just see how slanted that really is. It doesn't look that bad on camera, but trust me, that far end is way up. That bloody wind's gone up, hasn't it? God, jeez. Glad I'm not sailing the 7 seas in this. Look at waves, man, proper ripples and that. This is cool, man, this is a cool pitch. I am really liking this one. The weather's actually pretty dirty, to be honest, and this is supposed to be summer, but we can't complain, can we? How good of a run did we have with the weather? The whole entire time when I was doing the coast to coast, and then even a few weeks after that, it's just been spot on, hasn't it? Hopefully that don't mean summer's come too early, and then that were the best of it. Nah, mate, this pitch is proper wonky, you know. I'm going to be on a right angle wangle, acorns up my arse and everything. I might as well get all my stuff set up now, Anna, just so I'm ready for later on. Got my nice warm gloves there. Hopefully I'm not going to need them. And all my electricals are in here. And to be fair, that weighs a ton. I've probably got enough power banks for me to stay on this island for a week. I can't believe it's summer and I'm still bringing down pants, but I didn't bring any other trousers with me. So I'm just going to chill out in them later on. And I've got the Flextail Zero mat for tonight, along with the Flextail pillow. I wonder how my little vessel's getting on. Hopefully it's not washed away. Otherwise we might be staying here for quite a while. Ah, there she is. She's a steady vessel. Might be worth checking out that bottom panel. Yeah, that's flat. Fully flat. So we have got a puncture. Nah, that's not good. Nothing I can do about it right now. I will have some repair patches for my air mat, but I just don't want to use them on this right now. And if it got us here, it should get us back. I'll just pump it up the best I can before we set off in the morning and hope for the best. Although it is quite windy now, I've just been checking the weather on my phone and the wind is supposed to chill out quite significantly as the evening draws to a close. And in the morning, there's going to be pretty much no wind, so that's good. But to be fair, I've got bigger things to worry about in the morning. I just can't believe I've ended up on an island with an inflatable kayak that's now got a puncture. What is going on with this wind, man? I'm trying to chill out outside the tent just to soak in the nice mountainous views and all the lovely surroundings, and the wind is just killing me off, man. I didn't think this was going to be one of them ones. I thought it was just going to be a nice relaxing camp. Oh. There you are, look, I've actually got a repair patch in with the Flextail mat. That'll do. It's a nice sound, isn't it? Just listening to that little pitter patter of rain on the fly sheet. So that is pretty much all my cooking gear for tonight. I don't know what it is about this stove. Technically, I've probably got better stoves. Well, I have the Soto Windmaster, the greatest stove of all time. But I just keep going back to using this one. Simply because the gas attaches separately, so you can keep your flame a lot lower to the ground. Just makes it a little bit more stable when you're using stuff like a frying pan. Oh, I tell you what, I am ready for some food now. Absolutely ravenous. Have you ever found yourself at home, right, just sort of looking into your fridge and you just can't decide what to make? I find myself doing that more often than not. And then what I end up doing is just going straight into the freezer, grabbing any old processed shite and just banging it in oven. Well, I can tell you now, since I started getting these little beauties, things have changed, my friend. And all I've got to do is follow the simple steps that you get on these meal cards, and you get one of these meal cards with every meal that you get. And when I say simple, mate, I am no chef, but after a few of these, I can pretty much change my name to Gordon. Yeah, it's good to be doing some proper cooking for a change, because I don't do it often enough at home, and I bet some of you lot are the same. And it's certainly better than a frozen potato waffle. I do love a potato waffle though, to be fair. And you know what the best part is? It's completely flexible. So if you want to change your address, or you even want to pause your deliveries for a week so you can go camping on an island, or visiting your nan, or running away from your responsibilities, it's all good. I'm not even sure how I should be cutting these, but I'm just going to do it into quarters. I might as well. Nice and charred is that. That's what we like to see. So I can whack that straight in there. So you tell me, how good does that actually look for camping as well? If I can do this camping, you can do this at home. And there is zero wastage as well. Don't be a waste man or woman. So if you get your phone out and you scan that QR code that's on the screen, or you click the link in the description, then use the code GOODBLOKE5020, that's GOODBLOKE5020, then you can get 50% off your first box and 20% off your next box. And remember, this is the deal breaker for me, and it's a Brucey bonus. You get free desserts for life. I am going to tuck into this because it is actually smelling beautiful. Do you know what I've forgotten? Mate, squeeze a lemon over the top. Can't beat it. Let's tuck in. That is lovely. This is actually really nice. Nah, but seriously, you'll know how nice it is because when I come back, it'll all be gone. Well, with the weather like this out there, I'm pretty much stuck in the tent right now. It's raining quite a bit, and there's quite a bit of wind as well, to be fair. I'm sure you can hear that. Yeah, it's coming down now. Go on! Give it some if you're going to do it. Give it some if you're going to do it, man. Rain. You know what I'm saying? At least then I can put it in title. Heavy wind, heavy rain. Well, I think after hours and hours of rain, it looks like it's finally stopped. Let's go have a look out there. Let's go have a look out, see what's going on. Yep, finally stopped. And it feels like that wind has calmed down like it said it would. Look at all these ducks. Alright, duck. Tent's looking well, as I expect it to, because it's an absolute banger. Beast of a tent. Hey up. Them winds, eh? Soft ground. Oh, I spoke too soon. Windy bastard again. Look at that pooling. Get off. Get off, you little bugger. Should have another peg in there, really. Lift that out like that, so that can't get flattened down. Now the big question is, watch this ground, slippy as shit, man. Is the kayak still there? Let's go down and have a look. Yeah, I can see it. We'll go double check, make sure it's not filled up with water too much. Problem is, I can't turn it over because I don't want to risk popping these, so I've got to leave it this way up. I think my water bottle's down here somewhere, which I wouldn't mind getting because it's got a bit of juice in it. Or not. Oh, there it is. Sound as a pound. But yeah, so the water only goes to there. So that's all gravy. I hope it's this calm tomorrow morning when we set off. We need all help we can get with puncture and that. God, that's bright, that light that I'm using. Couple of feathers there. Let's get back up here and have a look what's going on. I say what's going on, not a lot. Look at that there, I've only just noticed that. Some bumperclart has had a fire pit. You don't need to, guys, come on. I'm all for fires, I do really like fires. I remember when I first started camping, doing like woodland camping, bushcrafting and all that lot. It were all about the fires. But there's a time and a place. So in winter, it's not too bad if you have a fire, but you want to be raising it off of the ground really. So get yourself a little fire pit, or even one of those little fire boxes, like a twig stove sort of thing, and just have a mini little fire. So obviously in winter that's understandable, keeping warm and that, but obviously if it's summer, you don't need to be having a fire. If you're in the woodland, then I can see why it might be appropriate, if you know how to leave no trace properly and get rid of all the embers and that, make sure it's fully out. I don't know how we're going on a full fire lesson, but it has started raining, so I need to get in quickly. But yeah, you've just got to be careful. Whatever you do, you just leave no trace, like it says on the beanie right there. Do you know what I might try now, actually? I brought this little chair with me, which I can put up, and it's a good chair when you're chilling outside the tent. I'm interested to see if I can build it without using the legs and use it as something that I can just sort of sit back in, if that makes sense. So let's give that a bash. It's just a standard, generic, relatively cheap camping chair. You've probably seen it on the channel before if you're a regular. Click it all together as you would. Ow! Twatted me in the face that then, do you see that, you? So that's the chair, obviously. That's the frame. To be fair, this is actually going to fit in my tent. Just, I think. That's it. And then that one up there. Oh, was a bit of a bugger getting that last one in. If there's enough room. Whoa. Nah, not really. You can't even see me, can you? Big tall boy. Right, so I'm going to do what I initially planned to do, which is build the chair, but take these legs out. I suppose it's not bad, but I'd much rather be on that flex tail mat, getting comfy. I'm sure, as you can see, the daylight out there, or lack of it, is pretty much non-existent. But remember earlier when I said the words desserts for life? I wasn't lying. I brought with me, because this week in my HelloFresh box, I received some of these, man. Salted caramel goo, do you call that goo? Salted caramel goo cheesecake. I love cheesecake, me. Now that is f***ing fantastic. Now that is fantastic. It's 11:30 now, so I am gonna chill out and hopefully... Whoa, where have you gone? You fell over then. You're not on tripod properly, that's why. See if you can stay there. You're still balancing a little bit. I ain't screwed it on. But yeah, I'm going to hopefully fall asleep in the next half hour or so. I'm going to take these sealskin socks off though first. Otherwise I will be sweating in them tonight. Because although they're waterproof, they're not the most breathable of socks. And I've already got 2 pairs on as it is. 3 pairs on as it is. I've got 3 pairs of socks on. I've got my toe socks on. underneath. Where have they gone? Can you see that? I've got my toe socks. I've got some nice grey woolly numbers. And then I've got these, what are they? I don't know what they are, look like prawns or something. Not prawns, what are they called? I don't know. King prawns or something on my socks. And this one's got pizza, I think. I think these might be odd, you know, I thought they were a pair. So I've got some pizza socks on and some prawn socks on. But yeah. So yeah, I've got 3 pairs of socks on is what I'm trying to say. So with them sealskins on, I'd have had 4 pairs, sweating my knackers off and that. I have left the down pants on for now, but they'll probably come off soon. As will the down jacket. I'll just see how warm I get in my sleeping bag. So I brought my 3-season bag today. This is the Alp Kit Pipe Dream 400. I'm on the flex tail mat, just to make a change, to be honest, because I'm always using that Thermarest one. And then I've got the flex tail pillow instead of the Trekology pillow. Just like to switch it up from time to time, you know how it is. So yeah, I'm going to chill out and get some sleep. So I'll see you lot in the morning. Bright and early we're going to be up. No lounging about, being lazy. We're going to get up, we're going to crack on. I will see you lot in the morning. Peace out. In a bitch. And then I'm getting back up already because I forgot to have a pee. Morning world. Morning people. Morning new set of tubes. How are we all diddling? All good, yeah? Noisy buggers on this island, eh? But to be fair, it is their island and I'm just a guest for the night. You'd think they'd have a little bit of consideration, wouldn't you? Must have had about 2 hours kip. It's only early now. Let's have a look. 4:30 in the morning, obviously. Certainly a lot calmer this morning. That's a good shot, that. All those little, what are they, ducks? Geese? Something like that. Someone tell me. They're looking grey and they've got a long black neck. Not a duck, is it? Don't know, there's been all sorts of noises going on pretty much all night. Oh, where's Titanic 2.0? Chilling. Still there then. That's good. How good does the red tent look amongst all the other colours? Do you know what I mean? It just pops perfect. Don't get me wrong, the brown solo would have looked nice on here as well, blending with the environment. But I like how that tent stands out. Got some lovely stunning colours. Just a little bit cloudy, that's the issue. Although it does look nice that you can see the little bits of sun poking through the cloud. But it's a hazy one today. A little bit fuzzy. Looks nice though, eh? Right, I've taken all crap down to the vessel. Let's just have another double check up here. Make sure we're leaving no trace. Which, if you ask me, all looks pretty spot on. Here goes then, I guess. Right, so before we go anywhere, don't go anywhere. Before we go anywhere, I'm just gonna see what the crack is with this bottom part. So I'm gonna pump it whilst I'm here and then see if I can air out. There you go. Well, you can hear that for yourself. And that's not my Hello Fresh coming back to haunt me either. Right in the middle there. I don't know about slow puncture. Where is it? There. Right there. Damn. So the best course of action in my opinion, I've loaded it, ready to go. I'm going to pump that bottom section as much as I can and then just gun it and just go for it. And we should be alright. End of the day we got here, didn't we, yesterday? So I see no reason why we shouldn't return as long as we don't pop any more sections of it. Right, here goes then. Don't mind if I get wet feet. I've got my seal skins on. Are we in? We're in. Are we floating? That's the important thing. I would say we are away, my good friends. Here we go. And how nice is it? Now it's so calm. Yeah, that's much better. Right. Now I can't actually remember where I'm supposed to be aiming for. There's the island behind us. Looking nice and tranquil. First thing on the morning. And the boat's spinning us back round. We're not going that way, John. Ship ahoy. Back to that side, please. But yeah, man. This is sick out here. I love it, especially now it's calm. Makes such a difference. No wonder I was struggling yesterday, because there were some pretty hectic waves and that. And this thing wobbling all over the place. Anyway, I don't want to be hanging this camera over water too much. It's got the entire footage from the video and I would literally cry. There we are. I've just got first glances of the whip. Good sight to see. So I reckon at this point we should be safe. Tell you what, here, it's tiring stuff, you know. The way I'm doing it probably doesn't help, but certainly start feeling it in arms and shoulders. Right then, where's all these big rocks? Oh mate, that if I do say so myself, was impeccable parking. That was some park, that wasn't it? Alright, let's try and get out without ending up on his ass. That's it. We're out. And so is the boat. And now I've got the fun part of trying to deflate that kayak and fold it into that bag that it comes with. These things are never easy, are they? It's like them massive 6-man tents you used to get from Argos back in the day. Once they've come out of that bag, they're never going back in. Not the same way anyway. Do you know what? I'm a patient man, but putting that back in there is getting right on my tits. So I'm just gonna chuck it in car as it is, because I'm gonna have to dry it out anyway when I get back and brush all stones and that off it. Oh, get this kite off. Sweating, lad. Right then, back in the whip, safe and sound. So it's a good time to wrap up this video. Click like, drop a comment, let me know what you think of the video. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you're not done already. And remember, HelloFresh link will be in the description and I will pin it as the top comment on this video. So if you just go down to the comments, before or after you leave your comment, click that link and just check it out. Don't cost anything to click that link and have a browse. And you never know, you might find something you're interested in. Anyway, peace out, in a bitch.